far in the state, there have been 2 people who have died from EEE in Old Lyme and East Lyme. The death sparked an urgent reaction from the governor, where signs were seen on highways, reminding drivers to avoid being outdoors when the sun sets. Democratic Senator Kathy Austin is one of the 20 legislators who are urging the governor to consider aerial spraying.
This was a very wet spring, and this is something that and it was also very warm, and it encouraged large populations of mosquitoes. And so we think that this is something that we should do. All we're trying to do is to protect people.
The virus causing a scare for many. High school football games like the one in East Hartford were canceled last night and rescheduled to this morning. But this parent says it would not have mattered to her either way.
I'm thankful for it, I guess, but it wouldn't have mattered to me either way. I would have just layered them up with bug spray and we would have just come last night, so either way I would have been here to support them.
In Middletown, Mayor Dan Drew announcing on Facebook his town will not be spraying and is simply reminding people to protect themselves. He added in his post, mosquitoes are no longer breeding, and if anything, more are dying each day now that fall is here.
It's not to minimize the importance of it, and it's not to minimize the tragic cases where it's really harmed people, because we certainly feel for them. But what I want people to remember is that this is not something that they need to actively fear to the point where it cripples them in their lives every day.
At Rocky Neck State Park in East Lyme, it was also practically empty, as park goers are on edge about getting the virus. But the 2 people we did find says they are not letting this get to them.
I used the off-bug spray, and I dress in layers too, and bright-colored clothes.
The kids do need protection. So putting on a natural protection for them is probably a good idea. But these diseases have been around for a long time. This is nothing new.
You can expect more continuing coverage on the EEE cases in our state. We'll bring you any new developments on air, online, and on the Fox 61 News app.